Russia, especially the Kamchatka, Far East region, is currently experiencing an unusually active seismic period, with multiple large earthquakes, aftershocks, and related tsunami alerts. These events are not unexpected for the tectonic region, but the strength and frequency are drawing attention. So far, widespread destruction has been avoided, but risks remain, especially along coasts and for infrastructure. Monitoring agencies continue to issue warnings and forecasts, and local authorities are on heightened alert. Why things are especially active around Kamchatka? The Kamchatka Peninsula lies on a subduction zone where the Pacific plate sinks under the Okhotsk-Amur plates. Zones like this commonly produce very large earthquakes and tsunamis over geological time. The magnitude and shallow depth of these quakes increase the potential for ocean floor displacement, which is what generates tsunamis. But not all big quakes produce large tsunamis. Whether a quake causes a huge tsunami depends on how much vertical movement occurs on the seabed, versus sideways slip, and on the geometry of the fault, among other factors. In many of the recent events, the tsunami warnings were precautionary. The actual waves have been moderate or local in many cases. Recent events and observations. 1. Major earthquake in Kamchatka, September 2025. A powerful magnitude 7.8 quake struck off the east coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula. It was considered in part an aftershock of a much larger quake that occurred earlier. The quake triggered a brief tsunami warning for parts of Kamchatka and the Kuril Islands. Reported wave heights along the coast were modest, around 1 to 2 feet in some places. No major damage or loss of life has been confirmed from this event, as of latest reports. 2. Earlier, a massive 8.8 magnitude quake July 2025. In July, a magnitude 8.8 quake struck off Kamchatka. This event triggered tsunami warnings across the Pacific, from Japan to Alaska, Hawaii, and other areas. In some regions, waves of 3 to 4 meters were recorded, notably affecting the Severo-Kurilske area. Some damage was reported, but large-scale destruction was limited. Tsunami warnings across much of the Pacific were later rescinded when the worst of the risk passed. 3. Volcanic activity possibly linked. The Krasheninnikov volcano, on the Kamchatka Peninsula, erupted for the first time in about 600 years, soon after the big quake. Scientists are exploring possible links between the seismic activity and volcanic unrest in the region. 4. Aftershock risk remains. Following the huge 8.8 quake, seismologists expect continued aftershocks for weeks, possibly including large ones. 5. Damage to strategic infrastructure. One report suggests a tsunami, triggered by an earlier undersea quake, might have damaged the Rybachi submarine base, Russia's major Pacific submarine facility. The base's damage status is not fully confirmed in all sources, but this underscores how coastal installations are vulnerable.